Hello and welcome to Talkin Baseball. We are joined by Sparky from Almost Athletes with Dude Perfect. Let's yuck some ball, man. How you doing?
Ball. I'm doing great, man. About sixth time in New York, but first time in the city.
Okay.
Done, like tour stops in Uniondale, New York.
You got the wide eyes a little bit. You've seen the city today.
You see some things on that walkover, that 30-minute walkover. Saw some things, but it's a beautiful day. Happy to be here, man.
It's, I guess, what do you think? Is it what you expected? Is it, because you just walked through like a morning commute in New York City, which that's a different speed.
Yeah, I almost got hit by a taxi, went shoulder to shoulder, going across the street. It's about what I expected. Yeah, it felt like a summer two-a-day football practice back home in Texas, You just got to survive.
Bob and weave, low man wins a little
bit. Take
hits,
leverages everything.
Let's talk some ball, because that's what we do here, and then we'll talk everything, man. But you're a Rangers guy.
Big Rangers
looks
guy.
like.
Yeah. Not stolen valor here.
Hat, shirt. Lifelong. Like, are you? What's the first memory? David DeLucci slapping balls down the line. Like what?
Wow,
what?
DeLucci pulls good. That's
again,
good.
I showed you my way too much Italian going on over here.
Yeah,
but
fair.
Give me some early Texas.
Yep.
Like, what do you got?
Since I was born, Ranger fan. So many a tears growing up. Late '90s Rangers is really my first recollection. The Pudge.
Fun teams,
man. Very fun. You had Juan Gone going. AL MVP, 100 RBIs before the break. That was always fun, but the pitching staff, was non-existent for the longest time.
That was the joke. It was like the offense is nuts, but the pitching.
So it felt like my childhood was like you're in contention till the All-Star break, and then it would all fall apart. But man, I tell you what, I miss that old ballpark.
Yeah,
so much. And the new ballpark's cool, especially on a Texas day. Literally, no pun intended. It's cool.
Yes,
and that helps a ton. But man, when you walk in there, you get like a Dallas kind of art museum vibe to it. Not that authentic. Where I want to see outfield grass. I want to smell a dog as I'm walking in.
Right.
You kind of don't have that.
Look for a seat in the shade, otherwise you're done.
100%. Yeah. The test of somebody's just pure grit and strength back in the day was going to Six Flags across the street and then hitting a day game at the ballpark. If you survive that, you've been through it.
I did not. I was telling you before, I lived there, what was it, 2014, 2015, so I went to those Ranger teams weren't special.
Yep, that was the rebuild right after the
weren't
back-to-back
special.
pennants.
2015, they won some games, okay, in hindsight.
Yeah.
But I went to a King Felix Day, like it was like a Wednesday night. Tickets were like $11.
Dollar Dog night,
Dollar
too.
Dog,
Yeah,
yes,
baby.
it was dollar.
Yeah,
Me and my buddy Jared ate ourselves sick.
There you go.
It was a good time. How often, because, dude, you're about to be on the road. I guess how often are you catching Ranger games? Are you watching every other night, or like what's your baseball routine right now?
I'm a 162 guy.
Nice.
I tune in every single night to my Rangers. Getting out to the ballpark, it's in Arlington, which is kind of a hop, skip, jump.
It's in between.
With traffic, it's a tweener.
Yeah.
So we get out there at least 10 times a year. I've been twice this year. I'm 0-2 actually. The City Connects too.
Oh, really?
They got to burn the red Tejas jerseys. It's been bad.
You and Kumar, you got to get the right jersey.
I tell you what.
How what are you seeing? Like, what do you like? What do you not like? I think the easy answer is pitching's been great for the past.
Which is still weird to say. So foreign as a Ranger fan to compliment the
What's
starting
going on
pitching.
with the offense, man? Because I look at the names every year and I'm like, I like this. I like all these guys, and then it's just not happening.
Last year was mystifying in the sense that I think every Ranger fan I knew was just like, be patient. It's going to happen. They're gonna start accumulating runs. And it's bled over into this year. It's really weird because you're right. When you see the personnel in the lineup, it's like, but yeah, they're just getting absolutely carried by the starting pitching right now. I like the club in the long haul. Ownership they're not spending too much money, and I can't complain because, they're top 10, I think, payroll.
Yeah.
We're always floating around that 10 region.
DeGrom
We're never going to be
Seager gets paid. Like,
they get paid,
compared to some of the fan bases tuning in right now, they're like, whoa, I'd love to be you guys.
Correct. The Tampa Bay fans out there are like,
yeah.
You kidding me? But yeah, my goal is to hopefully just stay in it till the break. I think they'll buy at the break. They probably need a bullpen arm or two. The bullpen's kind of playing above there. I think they got the best bullpen ERA in baseball currently going.
I don't know if it's their pitching gurus or if it's the pitching coach, but every year you look. The starting pitchers make sense, but the bullpen, you're kind of like, oh. But then you look at the end of your stats, and this year again, it's like, damn, somebody knows something out there.
Somebody knows something, and that ballpark definitely is playing into it, which is weird because that old ballpark, it would jet stream out to right center. If you hit a pop-up to right center, that thing was gone. I think actually Nomar Mazara still has like the furthest home run in the StatCast era, and that was a jet stream-aided bomb he hit.
Omar Mazzara.
Omar Mazzara, man, I had high hopes for him.
Had some of his stock.
Yeah, did you?
Nice lefty swing. You
Beautiful.
get called up young. You're like, this is going to work.
Yeah.
Tough sport.
It is.
Who are you? I guess who do you consider your rival right now? Is it
Astros.
Houston? Okay,
Has to be.
Texas two-step.
Yeah. They all say the whole cheating scandal stuff that got pretty deep. In fact, we went on tour in Houston, and we have a Cool Not Cool segment as part of tour that the boys do, and they vote Cool Not Cool. And Cody Jones brought a trash can to Houston, held it up above, banged on it. He got booed the rest of the night.
Yeah,
it was worth it though. He had to land it. Yeah, it's a fun rivalry. I'm really glad they're in the American League now.
Yes.
That really was lacking, I think, for the Rangers, is not having a rival. And, you know, the AL West, a lot of late nights with, you know, back in the day, Oakland, LA, Seattle. You just didn't have that local rivalry, you know? And so I think Houston, we're helping each other, the baseball atmosphere in both Houston and Texas by that Silver Boot Series is always fun.
That's, man, it's funny you say that because it affects your life. Like you mentioned Swilly, who's with us. Like, you know, she's an Angels fan, and I'm like,
she's pulling some late nights.
10:10 start time on the East Coast, and when we originally started, I was actually living in Denver, so a lot of Yankees games started at 5, which was actually it's kind of sweet. Like you check out the first couple innings, cook up a little dinner, and then like you know dessert would be the 8th, 9th inning, and it's like wow. Okay, game's done at 8. I can still have a life.
Unless it's a Red Sox Yankees game, then it ends like at 2 a.m. You know,
that's
good old fashioned 9-hour games they used to play.
The pitch clock came through there because that was man. You'd start stretching. You'd be like, all right, it's gonna be 5 hours. How's this happening?
Right,
we're still playing normal baseball. It'd be like a 3-2 game, and you'd be like, what?
And Booney, you know, he's good. He was good back in the day and we're in a matchup righty, lefty, and he makes 4 changes in 1 inning. He loves it. Sometimes I think Booney likes to keep the fans there, you know? Yeah.
Who are your guys in baseball right now? Like you mentioned, Dane Dunning was super cool to you guys. Yep. I guess who else mixes it up with you or the Dude Perfect crew or whoever?
So really fun story out at spring training when the Rangers were gracious enough to have us out in Surprise. We went out there, and one of the coolest moments that I'll forever remember was I used the restroom. I'm walking up. The 5 guys are already talking to somebody. I realize it's Nathan Eovaldi, and he hits me with a "What's up, Sparky?" His kiddos were big fans, and so for him to already know me, I was like, "Wow, that's a pretty big deal." Jacob deGrom, really cool guy. Sure. Jacob Latz, played golf with him. He's having a great year out of the pen, Southpaw. They've been really gracious to us. You know, me and Tyler were out there shagging fly balls on Dude Perfect night at the ballpark. Was pretty cool. So they've been wonderful to us, and it was really cool to witness. We got to go to Game 5 of the World Series when they won it in Arizona. And as a Ranger fan, man, being 1 strike away in 11.
I was out there.
Were you?
I was in the pool.
Oh, in Zona?
In Arizona.
Yeah, it was such a beautiful night because if you're not a Rangers fan, 2011 did some damn. 2010, it was what it was. You know, the Giants beat us in 5, thought they were a better ball club.
Right.
Next year, the Rangers load up, you know, such a good club. And it always will hurt my heart that the Mikey Youngs, the Adrian Beltres, Elvis Andrews of the world never walked away with a ring. And to be 1 strike away in the 9th and 1 strike away in the 10th, it's heartbreaking stuff. So Game 4 comes of the World Series in 23. First of all, beating the Stros in 7 probably did more for us than the actual World Series, especially winning all 4 games in Houston was special. But World Series comes around, it's Game 4. I text the boys, and I'm like, hey, you know, if they win tonight, we got Evo on the mound tomorrow. I think this might finish up in Zona. Yeah. So the Rangers bats go off in Game 4, and we're texting, like, we going to do this? So we have our one of the people who works at Dude Perfect reach out to MLB because they've been really good to us. And we're like, if we can get tickets, we'll fly commercial out there. We'll do it. We hit them up. They're like, actually, we got 10 tickets for y'all. So we're like, okay, so let's start looking at flights. Next thing you know, somehow we end up on a jet. I'm calling my best friend growing up. I'm like, hey, dude, what I'm about to tell you is not a lie. I need you to the office in 30 minutes. We're about to jet it over to Arizona to watch Game 5. So we hopped on a plane, landed, went to the ballpark, won a World Series, flew home, and it was quite literally the best night of my life.
That's awesome.
That was cool, man.
I was, other side of the table, the D-backs. I was talking to you beforehand about some of the teams that have been friendly to us. Our head of socials right now came over from the Diamondbacks, so we had basically a built-in awesome relationship with them. So when the D-backs went on that run, I forget how I got involved. They were just like cool, like they just got it. Like we did a couple funny like lineup videos for them and stuff that like Jake Snakes became a thing just because my name's Jake and they were nice to us and I was like, go Diamondbacks. That I went out for Game 5. I was in the pool as a lifeguard.
Wow.
And it was, oh boy, Bob's got some footage. And it was so funny.
Oh, I love the crop top, brother.
Yeah, you got to show a little bit. My core was that's not good. But it was so funny, man, because the people in that pool area are diehard Diamondback fans that are in the pool. Like, this is a big game for them. This is Game 5 of the World Series. They win this one, you start daydreaming.
Life.
We just got to win 2 more. That I'll never forget. There was a guy out there who was looking at me because I'm again like I appreciate baseball fan. If it was a Yankees game. And I'm watching. I don't know if I want a guy in a fake lifeguard outfit talking to me.
Fair.
So I'm being very respectful. And dude was awesome. He's trying to sneak me beers and hot dogs and stuff.
While on the clock as a lifeguard. Wow,
yeah.
They're treating you really well.
So it starts out in the first inning, and he's like, "Hey man, we get a homer in this pool, you're in." And I was like, you're right. I have a red-eye flight that night, so I was kind of like, there's a part of me that didn't want to do that. Third inning, he's like, "Hey man, any homer, you're in the pool." By the 8th inning, he was like, "We get a double. I need you in the drink." And I was like, "Man, I'm kind of the way Evaldi was looking that night."
Yeah, he was awesome. The D-backs had runners on a lot in that game, and he just kept getting out of trouble. If I remember right, I forgot who was on the bump that night for the D-backs. Carried a no-hitter, I think. Was it Gallen?
Yeah, I think it was Gallen.
Yeah, carried a no-no into the 7th.
He had mixed results, I think, in the postseason, but he was nails
on that night. And Seager hit just like a little cue shot off the end of the bat to break it, and once it broke, it flooded, and then Marcus hit that home run. But as a Rangers fan, even with that score being 5-1, I think it was going into we were not celebrating until that final out. We've been there, done now, and it was really cool, man.
Man, I have that 2011 team up in front of Mike Napoli.
Yep.
Was insane.
Awesome in that
year.
World Series too. Yeah.
Hit a 1. OPS. Double. What the heck? Funny sport. Michael Young. So good.
Michael Young, man, professional.
So good.
Came up as a second baseman, hopped over to short.
213 hits that year as a 34-year-old.
He was playing a little first base, DH.
Oh my God.
Tell you who also has a really impressive card when you look at it, Elvis Andrews. Played a long time, accumulated a lot of numbers. He's really good to us too. That dude, perfect. He's a character.
Yeah, he's one of those guys. He got called up so young that you
kind of forget.
You saw Elvis Andrews again, and you're like, how are you 26 years old? I've seen your whole career.
Right.
That he has a follow up after that. Let's do a little you, man. Because I'm interested. You said you joined the crew 6.5 years ago or so. You said, Give me a little bit of that and bring me into Almost Athletes.
Sure. So I know the guys since 2009 when it started up. Mutual friends. My best friend from high school, who I practically grew up with, ended up going down to Texas A&M. I'm not an Aggie.
Right.
They wish I was, but I'm not an Aggie.
Are you North Texas?
I'm a North Texas guy. Yeah, and I'm proud of it. I'm proud of it. A lot of good people up there. We don't have a baseball program right now.
Really?
Title IX took it away back in the 80s, and we haven't. So that's like my lifelong
Just
mission.
had a good football year, right? But
Great
then everyone
went
up the road to Oklahoma State. Yeah,
went with the college roomies to Tulane for that college football playoff berth. That was a tough flight home. A lot less celebration than that Game 5 World Series flight home. But yeah, so knew the guys. Dating back then, actually, I remember the Twins editing Backyard Edition, which was like the second video ever in Dude Perfect history. Was mutual friends. I went to North Texas, got a radio, television, film degree, ended up going into sports radio, was getting a little airtime in Dallas, which is a huge market, of course. So there was actually rumblings of me joining the team in like the mid-2010s, 2015, 2016, and I was actually silly enough to punt on it. I was like, I got to bet on myself. This is what I went to school for. I'm getting some airtime. I think I can make it in radio. Finally came to my senses there pre-COVID, right before COVID hit, and reached out to Cody Jones, and he was nice enough to welcome me to the office. And next thing you know, I'm on the squad, and it's kind of grown from there. It was brought on to be gaming at first, and it just kind of manifested itself. Started appearing on the main channel. The fans were gracious enough to welcome me full-heartedly because I was the first of its kind. You had the 5 guys, the 5 pillars for so long. You didn't know what the vibe was going to be with the fan base, just, welcoming in this cat. And, they took to me well. And now the big venture is the Almost Athletes, which is really cool. I was telling y'all right before we went on air that Dude Perfect probably should have started a podcast many, many years ago. For one reason or another, it didn't work out. Things happen for a reason. I stood on business, told him I'm the guy for it, man. I firmly believe in it. It's what I went to school for. And, the way they entrust me with something that large scale has been really cool. And interviewing Tom Brady's pretty cool too.
Yeah, dude.
So
I go, our guy Maddie's like, hey man, Sparky's coming through from Dude Perfect. I'm like, all right, what's going on with Almost Athletes? I mean, hey, Andy Pettit, a little bit of a weak spot for me, obviously. But dude, Brady, like the guys you got rolling through, Eli, like Clayton Kershaw,
yeah,
dude.
Clayton,
you got all the guys coming through. That's sick, man.
Yeah, the Dude Perfect pool,
Notice
pretty large.
that wasn't really a question. That was just like sick.
Yeah. You're just admiring. Yeah. It's sometimes I got to pinch myself, and it's funny because I go out in public now and get recognized sometimes, and it's a really weird feeling. And so the thing I always try to do when we welcome in celebrities or high status people or golf with them, whatever it may be, I try to dumb it down. Just treat them like a normal person, man. Dude. People at the end of the day are people,
And they're dudes. Like I see you throwing the blitz ball with Tom Brady.
Oh,
like,
yeah.
That's our warehouse, which I think we're gonna mix it up with you guys at some point. Like that's it's one of our favorite things because we've had professional baseball players, cricket players, softball players come in, and it's fun seeing because I think part of the difference is you guys are like in shape and like
depends on the season.
Compete.
Depends on the season.
Like we compare it to like backyard growing up with your siblings. They're like the compete better be on. I think what's one of our corny lines? We say that the competitiveness and the silliness, you can't go too far either way. Like you want an 8 out of 10 both way. Like we got to have fun. If you're just goofing around, it's no fun. Nobody wants to watch that. If you're just
got to be some competitive spirit aspect.
Yes, you need kind of an 8 out of 10 on both. I want you competing. I want you to win. But also, the second this game ends, we better, have some gushers after and chill
Capri
out
Suns,
and laugh about it.
Orange slices. Yeah, actually, funny you
Maybe
say
some
that.
adult Capri Suns after. But
Yeah. I'm probably lean more on the silly side, but being in an office with Tyler Toney, you better have a little competitive edge about you.
Man.
He is built different, and I'm trying to teach him like situational competitiveness. It's like, dude, if we're filming a battle, by all means, go out there, slay the Twins, do what you need to do to lift the trophy. If we're playing board games with your kids, you don't have to knock the right arm on red on Twister.
Tough, man. It's tough,
he doesn't.
man.
We're trying to find that fine line with Tyler, but he's a gamer, man.
That's funny, man. Yeah, I played I got a guy. This is a bad story. I got a guy I play pickup basketball with sometimes. He's an assistant basketball coach at a local college. I won't reveal him too much, but I was like, oh, dude, you play a lot of pickup? And he's like, nah, man. Like it turns on. Like
he start wimbying
the
people.
juice turns on. Yeah. And it's just funny because he like goofy guy. He just knows himself that he's like, nah, dude.
That's good self-control.
If I played in like a league or if I'm playing like real, some people can't control that gear.
Yeah, we had a twin and Cody Jones go at it in a pickup basketball game recently. And it's good, though. It's healthy. Sometimes it can be healthy, and the accountability at the end of the day is what matters. And they both owned up to, hey, we were being childish, but it was a moving screen. Get that last jab in. Yeah,
going the other way.
He was moving.
So what's next? You got a tour coming up? Like,
yeah,
give me
Summer
everything.
tour. It's a lot of fun. It's Squad Games tour. It's a new tour for us. It's a 7-game series every night. It's 22 shows throughout the country. And so I told the boys, that sounds like a soft tissue injury waiting to happen.
Yeah,
they better get in shape. We're going to basically be de facto kind of pro athletes going around. I'm going to be more of an MC role, but those guys are battling out against other content creators in a best-of-7 series every night. So it's a big twist to what we have done on tour in the past, but always really fun. You can sit there and read YouTube comments for a long time, and it does something to moves the needle. But seeing the kids in person just melt and be starstruck by the boys and stuff, warms your heart, and it provides much needed perspective of why you do it, why we do what we do.
That was so the 2 side stories I got off of that. One, awesome. Jimmy used to get a lot more love. Like when we go to the stadium, I joke that like the closer we get to a baseball stadium, that's when we get our popularity shoots up. Which makes sense.
Yeah, it makes sense.
That a lot of the kids, they would see Jimmy and their face would just change. Mm-hmm. And
I've seen that face.
You guys see that. And at first, I mean, and literally this is like the first time because I was like, what the heck? Because I was like, hey, how are you? But they were looking at Jimmy like a religious figure, and I was like, what's going on here? I didn't realize Jimmy with the breakdowns because he's doing the lip readings of the players. A lot of parents, that's the only content they let them watch with swearing. So Jimmy is like the first guy they get to see like swear. So they looked at him like, whoa. You are all powerful. And then I was laughing because I had a good one the other day. I was walking through the streets after recording Mother's Day, and these two kids freeze up and they're like, Jake? And I was like, what's up? Hi. And they were like, we do a version of cricket in our warehouse, ball and play. And the next line out of their life, because usually it's Yankees or whatever, and they go, ball and play tonight. And I was like, let's go, man.
That's what you need
You
to
guys
hear.
are locked in, bro. So
beautiful.
There's not a much better feeling than that. Is there a city or stop you're most excited for? I know you don't want to play favorites, but...
Sure. Ohio has treated us really well in the past.
Okay.
Like Columbus, Ohio, the fans have been
OH.
awesome. We're going to Cincy this year. Salt Lake City is another stop that's beautiful. Really, given the fact that the Texas summer is so daunting, the further north we go, the better, you know?
Yes.
And we like to play golf every day. It keeps us sane.
Yeah.
It's a lot of dude time. You're sleeping on a bus together and that whole...
Oh, you're bussing it.
Oh, we're bussing. So what we do is we fly out to... It's broken up into legs. We'll fly out to the first show and then bus in between. And it's a lot of dude time. You know, Tyler sleeps right below me. So, you know, if he pounds a couple bean and cheese burritos, I'm eating that through the night. It's tough. You know, it's not as lavish. Yeah, heat rises. You know, you hit the rumble strips on some random highway in Nebraska. You're thinking in your head it's over. You know, it's been a fun ride, but it's over. It's a grind, but it's a lot of fun.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Golf in the morning, dude in the night.
It's a lot.
It's a lot.
The pre-show in between.
But it's sick, man.
Yeah.
And I you know, the second I started talking to you, I could tell how appreciative you are for, I mean, we feel the same thing with everything we do here. Yeah, man. Thank you for coming through today. I know I think we're about to film some shorts and stuff with you, but go Rangers.
Absolutely.
I didn't tell you this. The Rangers have kind of tortured me the past couple years because I look at that team and I'm like, the recipe's there.
Yeah.
Those starters, the bullpen works every year. I know the names are like, you're like, wait, that guy's still doing it or what? He's in the bullpen? I need more of that lineup, man.
I do too. I feel you, man. I do too. You're preaching to the choir right now. Our group chat every night, I'm posting Ron Washington picks, trying to rally Ron it up. You know, we're pulling out all the stops. I'm changing socks mid game. It hadn't clicked yet. I'm a firm believer it will. I do think that Skip Schumacher's been a really cool hire. You know, going from Bruce Bochy to him, it's a little different.
Yeah,
you know, he comes off as
different
more
energies.
of a player's manager, if you will. So jury's still out. You know, a lot of baseball left to play. It's a marathon. It's a sprint, as you know. You know, you're not. Well, we're a fourth of the way through the season, and I have high hopes. Need some of those veteran bats to get going. Love the McCutchen pickup. Just to have a veteran presence in there is always a big deal. You know, even a secret sauce at Dude Perfect is chemistry, and I think that gets overlooked in professional sports nowadays.
And that was there was a weird Texas Rangers thing that came out. Was it after the end of last year?
Simeon and Seager butting heads a little bit. Now, I don't know if that was where there's smoke, there's fire, but, you know, just hearing the rumblings as much as you did, I think there was something maybe going on there.
That's the other thing with 162, man, that a guy like McCutchen, I was talking Tommy Kahnle on the Yankees and, like, just different guys that your team needs that. You really do. That I do think some of the front offices have just gotten in their own ways because that's everything they look at isn't that.
Right.
That I think every front office that has done that and then the computer starts glitching a little bit and they're like, why isn't this working? And they're like, someone walks in and is like, well, everyone's miserable.
Yeah, they don't
None
like
of the
each
guys
other.
like each other, and they spend every day for 8 months. Like, if you miss that, it's just so important.
I'm single. And because I don't have a lot of time on my hands, and I look at MLB players, I'm like, how do you have a family?
Yeah,
it's incredible, man. As much as they're on the road, it shocks me. I'm like, what am I doing wrong here, man?
I always love the happy retired baseball player. You'll just see a look in their eye because a couple of them have got me. They're like, dude, I have my first summer ever.
It's wild.
First
sacrifice.
You play in high school. You play in AAU. You play college. It's like, I don't know. People don't. This is me sending jabs at people, but a lot of people enjoy their summer. A lot of us look at our summer and they're like, ooh, that 4th of July or that summer trip or I go to the beach house.
You don't have that.
You don't.
And imagine if you're on a club that's about 25 games out at the break, and you're really thinking about
you're
the
looking
beach
at the
that
trade
point.
deadline, like kind of hopeful, kind of not. Yeah.
Yeah, but there's a lot of sacrifice behind the scenes with baseball players. And granted, they make their money, and I can relate to that because I've seen the guys forego, when we go on that summer tour, that's prime non-school season, and I've seen the boys miss out on youth sport involving their kids. So I think that's where they're headed with Dude Perfect, where they're kind of weaning themselves off, which is great for me. I'm in an advantageous spot to
wean in.
Yeah, I'm kind of moving up the lineup. Kind of turned from utility infielder, 9-hole.
Those dog days of August.
Just squaring around if anybody's on. Now they're letting me
Sparky's
swing
hitting two
away.
today.
Like,
Let's
whoa,
go.
he's in the 2-hole, hit and run action. So
I love it, man.
yeah, I'm a little upset at myself though because I take my glove everywhere. I play catch in the office every day with our facilities manager Mark, and I left my mitt at home. I'll tell you what.
I can't believe we're gonna land on that. Our guy Trevor Plouffe, former Twins stud third baseman. He when he broadcasts games, a lot of times he'll wear his glove up there, and it cracks me up.
I'll do it in team meetings.
It's an awesome
rubbing down the baseball. I can't help myself.
It's an awesome signature move.
It is.
Sparky, thank you so much, man.
Brother, thank you.
Excited to see what's next for you guys.
Yeah.
My God, you guys do so much.
Well, big fan of y'all, and y'all keep doing what you do, and we'll have to collab sometime. We'll have to return the favor.
It's coming.
Have you on Almost Athletes, man.
I'm gonna start stretching.
Yeah, start it now.
Blitz ball or whatever, but I'm gonna start stretching. Thank you.
Yes, sir.